Hi there, I'm David Icke, and we are here to talk about fiction writing. In particular, today I want to talk about writer's block and how to beat writer's block by building the smallest writing habit possible. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. So, writer's block. What do you think of when you hear that word? Is it the blank page? Is it that pressure to fill the blank page, but the fear that you're not really good enough to do it? There's an author, Stephen Pressfield. He's got this great book called The War of Art. And he calls what's behind writer's block, he calls it resistance. And I love that word. He portrays all art as a war against the resistance. Now, you can think of resistance also as a kind of friction, the kind of friction that slows you down. It slows you down to a stop. And writer's block is when you've stopped writing because of resistance. Now, not writing has a certain inertia. You have to overcome that inertia, generate new momentum by writing. And then once you've started writing, you have to maintain the momentum because the resistance is going to slow you down again. And that is where habits come in. A habit is just a routine behavior that you engage in regularly, like brushing your teeth. Productive professional writers write consistently and habitually. They don't ask, should I write today? I don't know. Do you ask, should I brush my teeth today? I don't know. No, they simply write. You simply brush your teeth. Writers simply write. That's what they do. Now, any habit takes 3 weeks or so to build the habit, and then 4 weeks to really solidify it. So 4 weeks altogether. And consistency is much more important than volume or quality. I assure you, when you were 4 or 5 years old and learning to brush your teeth on your own, you weren't very good at it. But the important part was you did it every night before you went to bed, right? Consistency is much more important than the quality of the brush or the quality of the writing. What matters is showing up. And that's why NaNoWriMo, I think, really falls down for a lot of people, because NaNoWriMo is all about emphasizing volume. The length of time is right, 30 days, that's plenty of time to build a habit, but you kill yourself trying to get those 50,000 words in those 30 days. And it's much more important to simply just show up for 30 days and write. And whether you hit 50,000 words or not, the important part is that you showed up every single day. And the reason for that is that consistency is more about identity than about output. When you show up to any habit, you're proving to yourself that you have a certain identity. So when you show up to brush your teeth, you're proving to yourself that you are a person who brushes your teeth. That's what you're doing. You're showing up, you're proving to yourself that identity. James Clear is an author that I really appreciate. He has this book called Atomic Habits, and he calls this casting a vote for your new identity. So when you show up to brush your teeth, you're 5 years old, just before bed, your mom says, go brush your teeth, you brush your teeth. You've just casted a vote for your identity as a toothbrusher. When you show up, whatever time it is, in the morning, in the evening, and you write, no matter how long it is that you're writing, you are casting a vote for yourself as a writer. That's your identity. That's who you are. And the more you show up, the more frequently, the more consistently you show up, the more your mind starts doing that thing that it does and says, oh, I must be a writer. I'm writing. I guess I better do this every day. So what can we do with this knowledge? What you do is you commit to showing up and writing for at least 2 minutes every day for 4 weeks. You can have 1 day of rest each week if you want. Make it the same day, keep it regular. And when you show up, get a good timer and just set it for, start with 2 minutes. And then what do you write? Write anything you want. Do free writing, it's called. So just write whatever comes into your head. Just vomit it out on the page. If you can't think of anything to write, if you've got that writer's block, just write, I'm writing because I'm a writer, and that's what writers do. And then write that over and over and over until new words come. Most importantly, don't polish it. Don't wordsmith it. Don't even save it necessarily. You can throw it away if you want, or you can keep it as a journal, come back to it in 20 years. The important part is not the quality of the words, remember? It's showing up and writing. So fill that page with as many words as you can within whatever time you've set for yourself. What you're doing is you're warming up your writing mind. You're building that momentum. And as your habit develops, you're going to have trouble stopping at 2 minutes. So add more time to your timer and maybe make it a maximum of 10 minutes of free writing. I find 5 minutes to be a good span of time. It's just challenging enough, gets you warmed up, but it's not too challenging. You don't want to be free writing for half an hour or more or something like that. 10 minutes maximum. And if it gets too difficult, back off. Just make sure that your rock bottom is 2 minutes. Now, if you've hit your 2 minutes and you're like, I can't go on, that's okay. You showed up. You cast that vote for that day. So feel good. You are a writer. But if you want to keep going, well, turn that free write into your initial warm-up session and then move on to whatever project you're working on, a story or a novel or something like that. Most importantly, plan to practice this for the long haul because you're going to have bad days. You're going to have bad weeks, and even, God forbid, you're going to have bad months and bad years. This habit can be your lifeline as a writer. So don't make it complicated. If you want to beat your writer's block, build the smallest writing habit possible. Write for at least 2 minutes every day. You can give yourself a day off once every week. Make it the same day, make it regular. Get a good timer. I've got a link in the description that will show you the one that I use. And that's all it really takes to get yourself into a good writing habit that's going to blow through any writer's block you might have. And that's all I've got today. If you found this helpful, please hit the thumbs up button down there and make sure you also hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell to let you know when I release new videos. I'll be releasing new videos on occasion here from week to week. And then finally, I've got a question for you. What are the obstacles that are keeping you from writing? What is that resistance? How is it taking a form in your life? Please let me know down in the comments down there and let me know what obstacles are keeping you from writing. I'll see you down in the comments, and until next time, keep on writing.